Hey guys, very happy to be here. Honestly, this is a subject which is very important and dear to me because for those that don't know me, I'm from West Africa, Guinea, and I'm living in Belgium. So I'm a coach and a business consultant, and I have attended a lot of conventions about diaspora, about Africa reshaping, the future of Africa, reshaping the future of the cooperation between Africa and, Europe and the US and other nations. So what I believe personally, and strongly believe, because, I'm an African and I'm living in Europe. So, I'm in the diaspora, So I strongly believe that new Africa needs new diaspora. I believe it deeply, honestly. And I live it every single day, you know. And I know this is the air of really reshaping the relationship between African continent, Europe, and the other nations, And I believe the diaspora will play a huge role in that, in making that happen. So that's why I titled today this presentation, this live, like New Africa needs new diaspora. So I will share some few ideas that I believe the diaspora need to really to consider if diaspora want to help Africa become really, really successful in becoming, the kind of Africa we all want, really to reshape the image, reshape Africa in whole, and reshape the world by reshaping the, the cooperation between Africa, the new Africa, and the new world. So what are those few things I believe that the diaspora really need to think about and to act on and to change? First is really like change of mindset. It's a mindset shift. Starting with myself as an immigrant, So 7 years ago, I got to Belgium. And we know as diasporas, people from Africa or from other countries immigrating and coming to Europe or to the US or wherever you live as a diaspora person, this shift of mentality, like, you know, seeing yourself as equal, you know, really, it's very important. Let me put it straight so that you can understand. As me, from West Africa, from Guinea, coming to Belgium, 7 years ago, I have to change my mindset and see myself as equal as the Belgian people. You understand? That's very important. Maybe many people will take that lightly, but even in our culture, back to Africa, many people in many places, Europe or the other nations are seen as superior people. You understand? And that's really that's a huge mistake. A huge mistake. So by redefining our mindset, I mean it's very essential so to see ourselves as equal as the people in the country where we are living. Equal, not inferior, not superior, but as equal. We all human beings, we're equal. This is the first mindset shift, which is maybe can be like very small, but this is huge. Especially personally, honestly, for me, I used to doubt myself. I used to think that I cannot hold certain positions or apply for certain jobs or create certain type of businesses. But I really believe that we need to see ourselves as equal as the people in the country we are living in. This is the first mindset shift that we need really to consider and to reshape so that we can reshape. So first thing, mindset shift. You're equal as everybody else. You're equal. And the second thing, because just by we are all equal as human beings. That's the truth. Nobody can change that. We are all equal as human beings. And we need to think like this. We need to see ourselves as equal. But the second thing is really we need to take personal and professional responsibility. Meaning, we need to work on getting our autonomy. You know, we should not comply, be content, independent to the system in the countries we're living in. That's huge thing. You cannot just say you're equal if you're not doing the right thing to take your place, to take your personal and professional responsibility, among the people you live in. So, as myself again, always take myself as an example. I'm living in Belgium. So, what does it mean to me, for example, to take my personal and professional responsibility, my autonomy? That means that I work, I am able to really like take care of myself, my family by working or by doing an enterprise. So we need to take our personal and professional responsibility. We need to work toward our autonomy. This is very, very important because let's say there are many diasporas that depend on the social welfare of the country where they're living. This need to change. This need to change. You can start there, but you must not end there, which is very important. So you cannot claim that you are equal, to somebody else if it is the person that is always taking care of you and you're not doing anything to change that. You understand? You can start by being dependent, but the goal you need to work toward is to become independent. So the second thing is as diaspora, people living in the diaspora, we need to take our personal and professional responsibility. We need to work to do whatever it takes to get our autonomy, to not depend on the welfare of the people or the country we're living in. This is very, very important, I personally believe. And the third thing is that because we are equal, because we are equal to the people we live in, with in the country where we are living, so we also need to contribute. We need to be or to seek to be contributors to the social and to the economical growth of the country where we are living. So, by instance, I live in Belgium, so I have to be, you know, a contributor to the social and to the economical growth of my country, of the country where I'm living, of Belgium. I need to contribute to the social and economical growth of this country. This is essential, honestly. So I hope this makes sense because we all looking to really, to this new era of Africa, taking the lead, Africa, really taking its place back, its power back, you know. So, in order for us as diaspora really to help, we need also to own our shit, to own, to take our lives back, to take our responsibilities back, So, to take our powers back by changing our mindset, by taking our personal and professional responsibility, meaning that we work toward our own autonomy. Third thing is to contribute to the social and economical growth of the country we are living in. Fourth, we can create businesses or invest in the countries where we are living in also, because that helps to contribute to the social and economical growth of the country, and that puts more money, more freedom in our lives, that makes us stronger, that puts us in a place where our voice counts, where we can influence more and also help this new Africa really define and helping new Africa really to reshape its image, to retake its place, to really help in the cooperation, the new era, the new type of cooperation between Europe or between the other world and Africa. So this is very important. So don't neglect to invest or to create businesses in the country where you live in, because this will give you power. This will give you an advantage, a voice, a stronger voice, you know. So in order for you to help in reshaping Africa, in reshaping and helping new Africa, the new Africa. So, and the last thing I believe, which is also important, is unity. We need to unite. We need to unite. We need to get united as diaspora, really to help each other, because we know we are all we are all diasporas. We know our problems more than anybody else outside. So, I mean, we need to really create like platforms where we can meet, where we can talk out our problems, where we can solve our problems, where we can train, where we can really mentor, where we can coach each other, where we can help each other really, really, build this new diaspora as well. That's why I call it like new Africa needs new diaspora. I 100% believe in that. So if you believe as well that the new Africa we all want needs a new diaspora, please comment. Please comment and tell me, how do you think, or what do you think that are needed in order for the new diaspora to be able to help the new Africa that African leaders want to create right now. Thank you very much. I love you guys. I believe that New Africa is needed, and I believe that a new diaspora is also needed. So let's work on building the new Africa by building a new diaspora. I mean, for the people that are living in the diaspora. Okay? Thank you very much and have a great, great, great day.